Take another look. Once we've dropped the person down, we hit into the clavicles, we've got another push around, okay? We're striking into the leg and then up into the eye. Let me show you the targeting on the leg. If you could just put that forward. Okay, yeah, you can drop it down on the ground, put your weight on it. Okay, in between the quadricep muscle and the hamstring, okay, there's an area where you can get into to affect the nerve. It weakens the leg. Now you've got this whole nerve that comes all the way up here. Some people will work with a pressure point called liver 9. Some people work with a pressure point called spleen number 11. That's all well and good, but this whole area in between and on either side works just as well. When I've done the movement coming down, I'm again using the iron sword here to affect that nerve. And where I hit on the leg, it's not going to matter. We're going to weaken the person's stance and their leg. So that's just an attack there. And when you're doing your low kicks, if you're kicking the leg out this way, when you're doing on your Muk Jun techniques or your Chun or your Bill G, that's the targeting you're after, the inside of the thigh, because it'll blow the leg out sideways. Now, blow the leg out, I just mean lose control. Maybe. Okay, if I were to hit that hard, that leg shifts out, the foot shifts on the side, so you got damage to the foot bones, the ankle, the knee, and the hip. So you've got to be careful when you tag onto these nerves and they lose a lot of control. You're going to have potential damage. So you've got to know what you're doing. The head and the neck area, you're going to have great effect with very little damage. Start hitting lower in the body where you have the rest of the body weight on top, and depending on it, you kick that out, then the body can have some serious difficulties. So be very cautious. Now, one saving grace to this one is if I had him in here and he came up with his knee and I've struck, the leg weakens and he has a chance to put it down. But you have time to compensate for that pain. But if you strike it faster and harder at the same time when he went to put his foot back on the floor, it'd have a weakening effect. Now I'm going to support him as he comes up with that, and I strike that. You see what happens as he puts his foot down. You have a secondary weakening because what he thought was the muscle strength and integrity to balance himself is gone, so the leg gives out. So you have to be very cautious when you're doing some of these techniques on how well you hit and how well you target. You should be on target all the time. You should be trying for that accuracy and that precision every time, but again, with common sense. All right? Now, that's the effect on the legs. Let's work back up into the eyebrow.